Hey everybody, welcome to Jittery-Jay Reacts. I'm Jittery-Jay, and today we're reacting to a new release by Brandon Hart featuring none other than Tom MacDonald. Um, yeah, I don't think that man ever sleeps. Uh, he just dropped Dirty Money 2 weeks before releasing this one with Brandon. Um, yeah, him featuring on a Brandon track does not surprise me one bit. They've been best friends for a long time. He's in some of Tom's earlier work as well. But that's neither here nor there. Like to give a shout out to my Hangover Gang family. And let's get this going. Let's see what this is about. Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
What if the big one came and turned the clocks back? I bet we leave some pretty good space trash. Whole thing gone in a minute flat. No more Starbucks, no more Big Bang.
So as you go deep, right away, that first line caught me. I gotta back that up. That was, yeah.
What if the big one came and turned the clocks back? I bet we leave some pretty good space trash. Whole thing gone in a minute flat. No more Starbucks, no more big bags. No more strip malls, just a black hole. No more blue rock that we call home. No more governments, no more politics. No more fake news, no more arguing.
He brings up a lot of good points. If the end of the world was really here, all these little squabbles and arguments and all the division, you wouldn't see any of that because people would actually come together. People tend to do that over tragedy. They tend to band together over it. But it's sad that it would take something like that just to stop all of the bickering and everything. But that's where we are. Yeah.
Politics, no more fake news, no more arguing. We looked up, and my God, what have we done? We wasted the best thing we ever had on division and made up facts. When it's gone, we don't get it back. Be remembered on how we act. Space trash.
Ooh, yeah. This is gonna be a fun video. Yeah. Is it I really like that chorus. I really do. Or is it wasting our time. Like you said, time is one thing that you can never get back. It's mistakes can be corrected, but they can't be erased. If that makes sense. There's always not always. I was getting ready to say there's always time to correct your mistakes, but there's not. That's the problem. There's not always enough time. There's not always enough time to call people out on their bullshit either. So, but that's where I'm at. Anyway, I really do like this chorus. Like I said, when it's gone, we can't get it back.
Be remembered on how we act.
That line right there. That's what I was trying to remember. Be remembered on how we act. I was always taught you don't judge a person based on skin color, religion, anything like that. You base them on the content of their character. If that makes any bit of sense. I find it very, 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 very hard to trust people. And even more so now with the shit that came up last year and the year before that. I find it extremely hard to trust people. But that too, it's all in. I give out a general trust, if that makes sense. But I hold back until they give me a reason not to trust them, which 9 times out of 10 people do. People are just like that. But let me back this up.
When it's gone, we don't get it back. Be remembered on how we act. Space trash. What if the big one came and turned the clocks back? I bet we'd do anything to stop that. Whole world strong, we try to fight back. We probably do a little more than a hashtag.
Yeah, I like that. Probably do a little more than a hashtag. But today's generation seems to think that that's the end all to everything is a hashtag. Is make people aware. Making people aware of a problem doesn't fix the problem. It just makes people aware of it. So a hashtag's not going to do any good without physically fixing something. It stuff like that just irritates the hell out of me. But it might just be my age. Side of my face is messing with me. It's usually numb, but right now it's tingling all through here, so I like it better numb. But yeah, it's just nerve damage. It's shit I'm used to. Anyway, let's get back into this.
Whole world strong, we try to fight back. We probably do a little more than a hashtag. How about we get the best from our planet and send a group to the moon to defuse all the panic and the views of the truth until we don't understand it. How about we do a little more than we're actually planning? It's just a bunch of scrap metal that we kill each other for. And your newest iPhone won't matter anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna start this for a second. Just because I want to say something. I noticed when I was getting my description ready for this video, I always do that ahead of time. Just I get everything ready ahead of time and then I record. When I was getting that ready, when I copy his description over, I noticed that this man only has 44,000 followers or subscribers. That's wrong. He deserves so much more than that. This guy's got immense talent. I've liked everything I've heard from him so far. But yeah, so make sure you head over once you're done with this video and hit them. I'm actually still subscribed with a like. If I'm still subscribed, why didn't I get notified of this? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, I just wanted to say that yeah, he's got a lot of talent. I really enjoy listening to him sing.
How we act, space trash. Space trash. When it's gone, we don't get it back. Only thing I know for sure is that tomorrow isn't promised. Yesterday's forgotten, tomorrow could be a coffin. It could start out with a coffin spread all over the continent, or be bombs that they drop and they tryna profit from politics. Stop and acknowledge it, talk before we run out of oxygen. We were all put here to love, but we've been doing the opposite.
He just, ooh, man, he does that to me every time. He packs a lot of information into a few words, and he does it eloquently. But yeah, like I said, tomorrow is not promised. Who was it he just said?
Could start out with a coffin spread all over the continent, or be bombs that they drop and they trying to profit from politics. Stop.
Start out with the coffin spread all over the continent. Yeah, kind of like what we just went through with that thing we're not allowed to mention on YouTube over the past couple of years. And then the bombs dropping. Yeah.
Stop and acknowledge it. Talk before we run out of oxygen. We were all put here to love, but we've been doing the opposite.
That's what caught my attention. We said we were all put here to love, but we're doing the opposite. And yeah, if this is one of the reasons I don't watch the news. There's just so much hatred out there. It's unreal. Life didn't used to be like that. It used to be a lot simpler. A lot simpler times, especially before all the social media and everything, where something could be something used to be able to be handled. What's a good description? I'm trying to think of. Oh, information wasn't as readily available at the time. You actually had to do research to find things out. Now it's just it's too available, if that makes sense. It's there's too much information out there that it kind of boggles the mind, and yeah, it just makes it to where I don't know. It kind of makes it to where all that information doesn't mean as much, if that makes sense. I'm not. My mind's going in 50 different directions, so I'm not really able to focus on what I'm trying to talk about. This is next month is going to be fun. Let's see how this anniversary hits me this time. Anyway, let's get back to that.
Stop and acknowledge it. Talk before we run out of oxygen. We were all put here to love, but we've been doing the opposite. Tell our kids it's a comet. We know damn well it's a rocket, and we got nowhere to go. We can't escape on a rocket ship, and everybody's different, but we're all made of bones. We tear each other apart when we need each other the most. We'll find out what we have in common when the whole world explodes, and nobody's right or wrong, because we'll all just be ghosts.
Yeah. Nobody's right or wrong, because we'll all be ghosts. That is deep. Yeah. That is, that's what it all boils down to, ain't it? So you can't take it with you when you go, but unfortunately, you can leave legacies, even bad ones. Yeah. Some things should just be let go. Some legacies should never be made or had. Guys, I'm all over the place tonight. My brain is not functioning.
Each other apart when we need each other the most. We'll find out what we have in common when the whole world explodes, and nobody's right or wrong, because we'll all just be ghosts.
Right there, where it said we'll find out what we have in common when the whole thing explodes. Yeah, one thing we all have in common is we need this ball right below our feet. We don't have anywhere else to go. So, yeah, it's got to be protected. It's not protected as in the save the environment stuff and like that. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not saving the environment, but not destroying it. Literally, Uh, like you said, find out when the whole thing explodes. Because yeah, can't be right or wrong if you're dead, can you?
We have in common when the whole world explodes, and nobody's right or wrong, because we're all just be ghosts. Oh, whoa, whoa, we looked up, and my God, what have we done? We wasted the best thing we ever had on division and made up facts when it's.
That's the part I kept missing on the course. Is it wasted the best thing we ever had on division and made up facts. Yeah. Anything pretty much you see in the news is sensationalized. They have to do that for their ad revenue. Tragedy sells just as much as sex does. Murder, stuff like that. That stuff all sells. And if it sells, then yeah, they will drag it out as far as they can with their stories. I've seen, well, shit, I've seen a lot in my life, but I've seen a few instances of stuff that was very minor, but the news drug it out for like days, and like you can't think of a specific reference right now. Shit. And like I said, my mind is all over the place. I love this chorus though.
Best thing we ever had on division and made up facts. When it's gone, we don't get it back. Be remembered on how we act. Space trash. Space trash. When it's gone, we don't get it back. Space trash. Space trash. When it's gone, we don't get it back.
Yeah. That's directed and edited by Brandon Hart. Eichmann, Rockafeller. Yeah. Virtual effects by Jared Potter. I kind of figured that. You could see his hand in it with the rockets. It reminds you of End of the World with John Rich that Tom MacDonald did with John Rich. It's the special effects. But yeah, this was a great song. I really did like this. Uh, they've done a few good ones together. They did No Good Bastards. They did Church. Um, oh, what was the other one? There've been a few. I can't think right now. But yeah, this was great. If you enjoyed this, like I said, make sure to head over to Brandon Hart's channel and hit him with a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you haven't already, if you want to see more Brandon Hart or Tom MacDonald, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what's next. And it's off to the next video. I hope to see you guys there. Love you guys. Peace.